Chicago Mercantile, beautifully executed, elegant in design, a genuine work of art.
It's in a space that is the Sears Towers of lobbies. It's all solid surface crayon. It's a glowing double height sculpture. It was a very challenging job for Porcelanosa. One of the biggest, if not the biggest, building project that we won here in the United States.
It's a really good example of where architecture is in service of the public space.
Adding glass and connecting all of their people looking in as well as the people looking out with the environment was really special.
Here in the heart of downtown Chicago at the Mercantile Exchange, architects Crook Sexton Partners have totally transformed an existing building through the re-envisioning of a single space. Mark, what an incredible transformation you achieved here. Tell us a little bit about how this came about.
Sure. The building is designed 40 years ago for the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. And the idea was that the lobby in some ways had just basically expired. It was tired looking. So we were tasked with basically reimagining what the lobby should be. And the notion of opening it up to the street and to the light were the fundamental aspects of the design. How do we have it as transparent as possible so that you have a sense of what's going on that street?
I see, and that continuity is taken right through this curving glass. Tell us more about that.
Because of how we curved it, we created these spaces, both exterior, as you noted, and also inside. So instead of the furniture just floating in the lobby, it ends up being almost in a framed area. The glass is 10 feet wide, 25 feet tall. So it's quite unusual, and each one is curved in a different radius. So we're really taking advantage of modern and very advanced fabrication. No metal at all is exposed on this storefront.
That is an impressive piece of glass. It makes it feel continuous. Now, I've also heard that you've coined this phrase of the 3 C's of lobby design. What is that about?
Convenience, comfort, and community. We want to create all three with a lobby. That's the expectation of today's user. The idea of lobbies filled with people and activities is really the new idea.
So that inside-outside works not only with the sidewalk, but the river as well. That's beautiful. And as we come in here, I see this really interesting geometry that's complementing the glass. What was the design concept behind that?
We wanted this insertion to communicate very clearly that this is one space, not inside, not outside. We wanted to make sure that people are welcome under this building. So we picked one material and covered the ceiling and the wall all at the same time, connecting them with a curve.
Okay, what material is it?
This particular product that we used is called Porcelanosa Crayon. It is also highly durable, and if you nick it, you can heal it just by applying the same material on top of it and grinding it off. You see frequently at kitchens or bathrooms, it's non-porous. We actually selected this material before COVID, but it turns out to be an antimicrobial. It's also very sustainable, and it can be recycled.
Interesting. It's a beautiful, crisp environment, and it really sets up these special moments like this desk here.
The desk is a very special moment here. The ownership wanted a very welcoming presence. They call it the welcoming desk, not a reception desk. We proposed a sculptural approach. We looked around and saw all these ribbons. So the idea is basically as if one of those ribbons are thrown down on the floor and it forms this geometry.
Interesting, and there's some really coordinated details here. What's up with that slot?
We call it the cove. We use the cove to integrate all the building components like lights, sprinklers, speaker system, cameras, and fire protection. There's so many things that goes into the building. We wanted to move all that into the cove so that we can provide a very elegant atmosphere for the people who will be coming in.
What's so noticeable, Eugene, is you've created lots of pockets in this grand lobby space.
Yes, as a matter of fact, we call them urban living room. We wanted people to come in and just make it their own. We know that these days people are looking for what's called the third space, the first and second space being your home and your workplace. And this is the place where you can freely come and find a use for it, whether it's forming your own community, meeting people, serendipity, or just focused work.
Right, I see as we came around the corner, here's yet another spot that's just inviting me to take comfort.
That's exactly why these are here for.
And it feels so connected to the street. This would really make me watch people and want to come to work.
Thank you for saying that. That's exactly why we intended this design. Since the construction of this project, we heard that the building was able to secure 96% lease occupancy, and that is quite unheard of in the city.
That's a great statistic. It really points to the idea of trying to make an existing building viable again in the market.
That's correct. We consider this a significant project because it's a sustainable project. 40% of global CO2 emission is due to the building industry by the act of constructing new buildings. And the most sustainable approach in building is not building.
That's a very smart design approach and an incredible transformation. I see this building has really become a magnet in this location.
Well, thank you very much.
Amidst the rich history of Chicago architecture is this example of bringing new life to one of the city's most prominent structures. This elegant project not only reinvigorates the entire building for all its occupants, it makes a significant contribution to the community, neighborhood, and public realm.
If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more every week.